Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my go-to foundation. So this is going to be more like a short review than a first impression because I have been wearing this foundation for over a year, and I did get some comments, some DMs on my Instagram asking me what foundation I use and how I apply it and everything. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. It is a drugstore foundation, so that is a bonus. And this mainly is going to be a review for the people who have dry skin, because I generally do have dry skin. So yeah, I hope you find this little tiny review helpful. And before we begin, I want to mention I was about to break my plant. Yes, I do have a plant here because I thought I'd add some greenery to the background. Anyways, yes, my hair. So during this quarantine period, as we're all in isolation, I thought I'd try a new hairstyle. So it's not a new hairstyle for the rest of you, but it's for me because I'm always doing the same hairstyle. So I thought I'd try something new. I did try to do a French braid today, and it wasn't looking like a French braid. It was more like another country's braid. But yeah, I tried to do space buns today. This took forever to do. They were looking more like a baguette and a croissant than a space bun, but finally I got them somewhat even. So yeah, don't judge my hairstyle if you're thinking what is this. But yeah, it's my attempt at space buns. So anyways, let's begin with the review. So the foundation, obviously by the thumbnail you can see, is the L'Oreal True Match. Now I see online there are two versions of this in a different bottle, but this is the one that I'm using, and this is my second bottle. This was my old bottle, this is my second bottle. So this is not sponsored, I did buy it myself. So yeah, the first thing I want to mention about the actual bottle itself is that you can see, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's actually got some gold specks inside. Well, the gold specks really help with making your skin look dewy and radiant, which I really love about this foundation, because you can actually see it from the bottle yourself. Okay, to do with shades now. So the shade that I am is 7.D/7.W, and it is the golden amber. And this foundation matches my skin perfectly, and honestly I'd say this is the best match I've had with a foundation. So the high-end dupe or a similar foundation, I would say, would be the Estee Lauder, which just because it does give a similar finish. Your skin looks radiant, glowy, but it doesn't look cakey at all, which I really love. But this would be more of an everyday foundation because the other one is more expensive. So yeah, that's the foundation I would compare this to if you were looking for a high-end version of this. It does look really natural on the skin, which I really love because I can wear this on an everyday basis. Also, I would like to mention that every day I do not color correct. Only if I'm going somewhere or going to be taking a photo somewhere, then I would color correct, because then you can see my dark circles, as you can see them now, and my blemishes. But I have to say my skin has drastically improved from, like, I'd say a year ago when I was breaking out, and then I really did need to hide some of my blemishes. But now I do have a few blemishes, but I'm not that bothered about it, especially in isolation. No one's going to be seeing them. So yeah, so this is the primer that I use. It's a glow boosting, pore minimizing primer with pink clay, and it's from Essence, and I apply this in the areas normally where I want to be glowing, which is my nose and my cheeks and under my eye area as well. Actually, I want to hide those dark circles, So now for the application. So I'll give it a good shake, and then I use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, because I really like the finish. And I apply a little blob on my sponge, and then I just tap it all over my face. But as you can see, that just covered up the red blemishes I had, which is great. I do take it under my eyes as well, even though I will be applying a concealer later on. And generally I do not apply foundation on my forehead, but I am for this video, and that is because nobody sees my forehead because I've got a fringe, which is great. And it's super blendable, by the way. It does say on here super blendable foundation, which is true. It doesn't dry straight on your skin and then, you know, it's difficult to blend it in. 2 pumps was enough for half of my face, but as you can see the difference right now, how good this foundation is. So yeah, I'm just going to do the other half, another 2 pumps. As you can see, it's settled nicely into my skin and it's a perfect match. So even if you apply a little bit for summer, you can't really tell that you're wearing a foundation, to be honest, because I sometimes just use this foundation to cover up my blemishes and it matches my skin perfectly. So you can't really tell that I'm wearing a foundation, to be honest. And even up close, it doesn't look like you're wearing a heavy amount. So now I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup, which I'll probably speed up because it's the same procedure and the products that I've been using for ages because they're my go-to. So yeah. So I've just completed all of my makeup, and one last thing I would like to mention is how long it lasts, and this honestly depends on what you're doing, the weather, if you're touching your face, where you're going. And for me, in the heat, I would say my skin does tend to get a bit oily and you can see it. But for me, I think this is a bonus, just because if you've got dry skin, any moisture is just going to make it look more dewy and glowy. So yeah, I take it as a bonus. So I'd say 4 to 6 hours this generally lasts for me, and my skin looks I'd say it's the same, to be honest. It looks radiant, it doesn't become patchy, anything like that. That's what I've experienced, and I really love this foundation and highly recommend it if you're looking for a new foundation to try. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you do have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, and make sure to follow me on social media. My links are in the description, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please stay safe and do the best you can in this quarantine. So bye for now.